I wanted to make a video and share the new product from the Distress line that we have in the store, Distress Spritz. So this was just recently released. It comes in 12 different colors, and it is pearlescent spray, basically. So it is pigment, pearlescent pigment that is colored, suspended in a clear liquid. It is meant to kind of be an accent or top coat or kind of a layering piece that you can work with all the other products in the Distress line. It's not really meant to work kind of on its own in isolation, although it can. I have heard, we will try it out for ourselves, that you can kind of, if you do a heavy saturation on a piece of paper, you can kind of get a color that you can make more like a pearlescent cardstock and color it out. But its main intent was to be kind of a layering place and to be a spritz on top of other products. So like I said, it comes in the 12 different colors, which are Worn Lipstick, Picked Raspberry, Barn Door, Spiced Marmalade, Fossilized Amber, Twisted Citron, Peeled Paint, Peacock Feathers, Weathered Wood, Uncharted Mariner, Wilted Violet, and Walnut Stain. So I thought today, I have not played with them at all. All I have done is taken the packaging off. So I thought we could swatch them out on both white and black. I will bring these swatches into the store, so they will be there. Thought maybe we could compare them to a mica stain as well and see what the difference is. I'll spray those out for you. So we can check the difference, and then we'll just do a little bit of playing and see. I don't know, maybe try them over an inked background, maybe try them over some pastes, a few different things, and see kind of what the effect is. Like I said, have not played with them myself, have not sprayed them myself, so you will be learning with me. And if I make some errors along the way, maybe you can learn from any mistakes I make. Now I have them sideways now. Tim, in the video that I watched from him, suggested that he likes to lie them sideways while he's going to work on them, because the pearlescent there is quite a bit of pearlescent pigment in here. There's a lot of pigment powder, and it's suspended in a clear liquid. So I don't know if you can kind of see that on the bottom, but there is a lot of powder there, kind of half and half. Let me see if I get a lighter color. Maybe you'll see it a little bit more suspended in there. So there's a lot of liquid in some powder. There's the powder, but so it goes all along the jar when you lie it down. When you stand it up, it can be quite high up in here. So he just finds it's a little bit quicker to shake them when you're going to use them, because I knew they need to be shaken up quite well. One of the things that I have heard is that, you know, it is, pigments are solid little compounds, so they will never completely dissolve and stuff in here. They are just suspended in the liquid, so they can potentially clog up there. And one of the things is they are made to be able to kind of go through the spray, but if you do not mix them very well and the, you know, viscosity of the spray is not where it should be, eventually you will end up with more higher concentration of pigment to liquid kind of ratio, and it could clog these. They are coming out with the replacement nozzles, just in case you need them at some point in time, because anybody who does a lot of sprays knows they can potentially get clogged, because it's a very, very fine little point. You're asking all this pigment to come through. There are replacement nozzles. We have some on order. They were just a little bit behind in their manufacturing, so they are supposed to be shipping out sometime earlier this month. So we'll let you know when we have them in there. There's also a storage container that comes that, again, we have on order, that will hold all 12 of these. Tim recommends, he says that he stores his upright, just because as you use it more, if you sideways, there could be the potential for some of the pigment powder to kind of dry as this gets emptier. When you turn it sideways, obviously the liquid is not going to cover the hole where the nozzle is potentially, and depending on the climate of where you live or how long it is between uses, there is the potential for the pigment powder to dry in the end of the nozzle, making it more difficult again and making you having to replace the nozzle. So storing it this way is always going to have some water or some liquid in it. So anyways, you just have to shake it up. As you can hear, there's a ball in there, and then you can see all that powder is clearly suspended. There are no clumps in the bottom, and so then this one will be ready to use. So what I thought I would do is start by swatching them. I have some black cut out here and some white. So we'll do each color on both and see what they're like. And then we'll go from there. Okay, so let's see here. We will start with, I'm just going to take one of each of these. And we will start with the worn lipstick, I think, and just work our way down. Now, this is supposed to be water cleanup. So I am going to use, I have a heat tool here, so I apologize in advance. For that, it is a heat tool, and we're embossing, so it's a little bit quieter. But we are going to just want to make, you're supposed to make sure that there's kind of no clumps left on the bottom, so it seems pretty good. So we'll take this, and I'm just going to do, also I'd heard the closer you go, it's a more splotch, which makes sense. The farther back you go, it is a bit more of a spray. So we're just going to do, spray like that. Spray like that, maybe. A little bit heavier in some spots, a little bit lighter in others. Let's see, maybe a little bit more. There, we'll see. Now I'm just going to take a heat tool to them a little bit because the pearlescent is not supposed to show up till they dry. Although I can't see little hints of it. It's not supposed to take very long to dry, but we'll see. And then hopefully I'll be able to get the camera to pick it up. Obviously it's going to take a little bit longer in those spots where it's a little bit heavier concentration, but I wanted to see both the heavier and the lighter. But wow, it is, I don't know if the camera will be able to pick up the shine on there, but hopefully you can, because it is really pretty. Okay, not completely dry, but we'll leave that for a sec. I think it'll be good. And look at it on the black. Now, the white is the Vicky Bouton mixed media. The black, I don't know. I did not have any black mixed media. So this is just a heavier cardstock that I have. Hopefully it will hold up well enough to the kind of water for now. It would be better obviously, especially if you're going to do pastes and inks and lots of water. Oh wow, it is so. Let's see, I don't know if the camera, let me see if I bring this up a little bit more. Hopefully the camera is being able to pick up all of the sheen and shine, but it is. And then in the little spots here, hopefully you can get that too. It's just all of these little and there's just like the tiniest little mist of specks here, but yet there's still very shiny and pearlescent, not in a really obnoxious Liberace type way, but in a very beautiful kind of way. Oh, so pretty. All right, let's see the other colors. So that is worn lipstick. So there's that. Now this is just all supposed to just clean up with water. I have this on my neatness mat right now. Let me see, because I dried that. So I figured I would just do that. I tried to clear everything else out of the way because knowing me and sprays, I'm not the tidiest of crafters. But yeah, I really like that. That is the worn lipstick. So let's do the other colors and see how we get on. All right. Next, we will do picked raspberry. Again, shake them all up. Okay, nothing really floating around there extra. Balls moving around. Take the lid off. Pump it a couple times because it hasn't been used before. Oh, look how bright that is. Look at how it shows up on that black too. Oh, beautiful. I'll do a little bit heavier too, so you can see, and I'll do a little bit heavier spritz there so you can see. Okay, picked raspberry. Now let's dry that. a little bit. Wonder if maybe, for the sake of the video and a little bit of time saving, if I should perhaps spray a few and then come back and dry them all and show you. What do you guys think? Too bad we couldn't have a boat or something on it, huh? But, okay, well, I'll do that. I think for the next few, I'll do a few of them. And then I'll show you up close. This is gorgeous. Oh, I'm excited. I can tell I love these already. Just like a perfect little amount of goodness to them. I think this would just be when you know you need just that little something extra. This is it. This just is the something extra. How beautiful would this be? And to add in like to an ink smushed or an ink blended background. Oh, I can't wait to try it with paste. All sorts of stuff. Oh, it's gonna be fun. All right, now the ink splotching and not diving in, I gotta admit, is not really me normally, but I'm doing it for you guys so I can bring them to the store so people can see the colors, because I know people really wanted to. Okay, so we're moving on. Barn door is the next one. And we'll do that. So, and these are supposed to blend. You can make new colors even a little bit. They'll blend when they're wet, but not once they're dry. We'll do a little bit heavier there. That's a nice color too. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, I am going to move these over. I'm going to just kind of wipe this a little bit while it's here like that. And I'll dry them in a minute, but I'll let them dry a little bit, and we'll do Spice Marmalade. So we can kind of speed this up a little bit. Here's the ball. This one you could tell it took a little minute or two for that ball to start making noise. Oh, and I should be getting in the habit of wiping the nozzle. I have heard that wiping this nozzle off after you use it will extend. I have a cloth, but you can also use a paper towel if you want. Help it so that nothing dries and blocks it up and mucks them up. So I'm going to try to train myself to do that after every time. So let's see. A little bit of powder still on the bottom there. There we go. Okay. So do a couple of primers because I haven't used it before. Big saturation there. Yes. Wanted to do a little bit heavy and light so you can see. Oh, so pretty. So, so pretty. I hope that this camera will do it justice in the end, because let's see, I think I can probably do one more color and then we will do that. See, I'm already getting a little bit of spray on the paper here. Just not tidy, folks. We'll turn it over on that side. Okay, now we're going to do fossilized amber next. Where's that ball? Well, there's that ball. That one took a little while for the ball to go. I know Tim did say that some of these have more pigment powder in them than others. Just that's what they needed to do to make the right combination to make the color. So maybe that was one of them. Anyways, ball was stuck there. No clumps in the bottom now. And did I remember to wipe? Okay, you're gonna have to call me on this, folks. Again, if only we could do it. I will remember. We'll remember. And he says he gives it a little shake in between every time he uses it. Ooh. I'm loving these on the black too. Look at me, I'm remembering There we go. Loving these on the back. All right, let's go back to the beginning one. This one, which is the barn door. Look how gorgeous that is. Oh, I really hope you guys can get a good view of this. Well, remember, if nothing else, you will be able to see them when they are in the store, because all of these are going to come to the store so you can see the colors in real life. For all of you who are near the store. Anyways, for all of you who are not, I apologize. But hopefully the camera is doing a fair job. I will bring them up closer to the camera after I've got them dry. Gotta get these deeper, more solid parts a little drier here. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Good thing I don't have to pick which is my favorite, because each one I'm like, oh, that's nice. And then, oh, the next one, oh, isn't that nice? And the next one, and it's nice. They're just all gorgeous. Oh, look at that too. So pretty. So, so, so pretty. Okay, let's see. I'm going to hold these up now and see. So this is barn door. And hopefully you can see, and even just down to like the finest little flecks, they're still pearlescent. Right? And I love how it's just all that splatter like that. I mean, you know, I put a heavier hand on it a little bit just to really give it, guys, show there. But oh, beautiful. This spice marmalade, look at that. See, and this is what I mean about you can get a more solid look. So if you wanted to, and you could die cut these out, imagine these over top of some paste or some ink sprays, or because they will work with the spray stains, they will work with the oxide sprays, they will work with mica sprays, they will work with distress ink and oxides. And we are going to try them. Oh, look at that. Oh, beautiful. Oh, I really hope that you are seeing all of that beautiful pearlescent. So that was the fossilized amber. Okay, so now we have 5 down, 7 to go. I'm just going to clean this up with a little bit of water so that I can continue on. Now these are water reactive, which means if I sprayed these with water, they would activate again. But once, you know, when they're dry, they're good, and they will build layers on them too. So they're a little bit different, supposedly. We'll try. I don't know. I'm just speaking from videos. They're a little bit different in terms of they don't act quite like water. In terms of when you have the colored layers and they're dry, they don't kind of get the muckiness. They will still kind of maintain some of their separate color. It's supposed to. So we shall see. Okay. So twisted citron, all shaken up here. Ooh, look at that. Do a little heavier spot there too. Maybe a little heavier spot there, just so we can see. Now I had heard, and this one definitely does look, you can see on here, it definitely looks green. On the black it looks more green, but it does look a bit brownish on the white. But I had heard when it dries and in the light, the pearlescent part looks more green. So we'll see. Okay, now we're going to move on to peel paint, not pearl paint. And we'll see how that one goes. Can't wait to try peacock feathers too. Peacock feathers, Uncharted Mariner. I love those colors. So can't wait to see how those are. Okay. Okay, that is the pearl for the peeled paint. And now we'll do peacock feathers. Look at that. Gorgeous. I am wiping, folks. I'm not sure if that was on camera or not, but I am wiping. Ooh. Beautiful. Okay. Now we're going to start drying this. There's quite a bit on it. So, and not all colors react exactly the same, Tim was saying, because of kind of the chemical makeup of some of them. That's just the way it goes. So most of them do, but some of them are a little bit different. Okay, ooh, that is so pretty. And you can see already that the Twisted Citron is showing a lot more of the green now, and hopefully the camera will pick up, but it is absolutely Twisted Citron when you turn it and you get it in the light. It's just so interesting. But hopefully the camera will pick up that. I'm trying not to get this too close to the camera for noise. Hopefully no one's listening on headphones or anything. I hate it when something comes on when you're watching and all of a sudden it gets extremely loud. This is pretty quiet, but could still be a bit annoying on headphones, I guess. But it's the only way. Just can't. If I let them air dry, then we'll be here for much, much longer. That is pretty too. That is peeled paint. Anyway, so we'll hold them all up after. Just get on with the drying. Lisa? Nice. Okay. Now, this is peacock feathers. Getting a little hot on my fingers though, folks. Let's see. There we go. A little bit more room away. Alright, dry enough. Dry-ish, I think. We'll see. Oh. Look at that. Oh, the black. Just gorgeous. This down, and we'll go from there. So I will show you them close up again. So this one here is the Twisted Citron, and hopefully it is really showing up. Oh, it's just beautiful. And there it is. There's still some spots that are wet there, but hopefully you can catch it in the light and see all that pearlescent there and how green it is, and right down again to the fine little bits. So that is Twisted Citron. This is peeled paint. Again, here it is on the black, and here it is on the white. Just look at that. So pretty. Peeled paint is another beautiful color that I love to use. So there's that one. Okay. Then we're moving on to peacock feathers. Look at that. Look at how gorgeous that is. Can you imagine making some beautiful kind of skies and galaxies with these types of sprays? They're just perfect for that. Stamperia has some beautiful stencils that we have in the store that are kind of that, you know, sky and planets and galaxies and things like that. Using one of those stencils with these kinds of sprays. Gorgeous. All right. So those are those ones. Now we have 4 more to do. I'm just going to clean this up again a little bit. To put some more water in my water bottle here soon. But we got enough to get us through here. Anyways. All right. There's that. And we'll do the last 4. So we have weathered wood. And then the Uncharted Mariner. Still a little bit of powder there. Okay. Now, seems better. All right. So, ooh. Heavier one there, heavier one there too, so we get a better look at that. Wipe it, because that's what we're doing. And there we go. Let's move those over a little bit. Very pretty. Love weathered wood. It's that kind of cross. Is it a blue? Is it a gray? A little bit of both. Depends on what you put it with. Works well with both. This is Uncharted Mariner that I'm shaking up now. I'm excited to see what this one's like because it is such a gorgeous color in the inks and oxides. Okay. Okay. So pretty. So pretty. I hope you guys are enjoying seeing this. I'm not sure how exciting it is watching somebody do some swatches, but you know what? I've watched people do it in videos, so hopefully you'll enjoy seeing them. If nothing else, you can be watching it on a faster speed just to see them all at the end. All right, this is Wilted Violet. This again should be a gorgeous one. Ooh, look at that on the black. Pretty. I'll do a big solid, a bit more solid one there too. So pretty. Let's see. Do we think we can get? Yeah, we can get walnut stain done. Might as well do the last one. We'll squeeze it in over here. Trying to kind of keep things in the camera, but I guess I don't have to keep all of the ones we've already done in. This one is walnut stain. Okay. Put that on. Now this one, which is the weathered wood, is very pretty too. It does have that, it's still that, it's kind of silvery, kind of got a bit of blue when you tilt it. It's definitely, you can see some blue in there. This is going to be a really fun one to use, depending on what you use it with, I think. I love how there's so many of them that are kind of chameleon-like, you know? This one, again, another beautiful one that would make great night skies, galaxies. Just gorgeous. Some of these you could combine, too, to really help with kind of a metallic-y, rusty type look. I think very pretty. Alright, now look at this Uncharted Mariner. It's as beautiful in a spritz as it is in the inks and oxides and sprays. Gorgeous. Now I do have mica that is very close to this color, I think. I don't know, not having used this color. From the labels on the jars, or the sprays, they were quite close. So I thought we could try those after too. And see. Look at that Wilted Violet. Oh. Gorgeous. Hopefully you guys are able to kind of see the shine. So pretty. Gosh, these are beautiful. They really are. How does he always know? The walnut stain, that's interesting. It definitely does have less of a shine to it. And I had heard that. Tim had mentioned it. It is definitely its own kind of beast, they say. Somebody had told him, and he described it on his thing, that somebody had said it's a bit more like an oil slick because it has a bunch of different colors with it. And it kind of does. It definitely has a sheen, but a lot less shiny, I guess, is the right word for it than other ones. Okay, so let's see here. So this one is weathered wood. And again, there it is with all its beautiful pearlescent glory on white. and then on black. Wouldn't that be a beautiful galaxy too? Combination thereof. Beautiful. Okay, so that's weathered wood. This is Uncharted Mariner. Again on the black and on the white. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, then we have the Wilted Violet. And look at it on the black. Just gorgeous. All right, so there's that. And last but not least is the Walnut Stain. Now you can probably tell when I'm doing it, much less of a shine. It definitely has some pearlescence, but a lot less than the other ones do, but still a very cool effect. All right, so that is them spritzed and just sprayed as samples. So I thought now what I could do is I'm going to clean this off. I'm going to pull out the inks to coordinate with some of these things, and then maybe we can make some inky backgrounds and see how well they play and what they do when combined with some of the other inks and oxides. And then, like I said, I'll also try it with that mica spray. So we'll be back in a minute.